Good morning. So I did fix my rotation on my camera. And yes, I am sitting in our laundry room pantry. It was just a little too chilly outside this morning to do my morning cup of coffee outside. So here we are this morning. It's gonna be a busy day, you guys. We have been having issues with our well pump, and now you can hear our heater powering up, so I hope that's not too loud. I didn't even think about that one. Hey, good morning, Rebecca. So we have been having issues with our well pump. Um, I don't know really, we don't know anything about wells, other than what the people that have come to service this have told us, but it is not holding the pressure, so it'll get up to pressure and I'll use it and I'll lose my water right away. And then it's going to take a little bit, but it's almost like once I use it all day long and keep the pressure going by doing stuff, it'll stay up. But yeah, like we'll be in the shower and the water will just completely shut off. Like you'll be standing there all sudsed up and no water, and then 2 minutes later it'll just come back full force. So I don't think it's an issue with our well specifically, with not having enough water. At least I'm hoping, because I don't have 10 grand to put a new well in. So if we have to have a new well dug, bottom line, we are straight up screwed. Hey, good morning, Rebel Canners. Thank you guys for being here. So my nose is running. I had a tissue too, and I set it down. Oh, look, here it is. It's one of those mornings. So I'm fairly confident that it is not a lack of water issue. I've been reading, and we do have issues with a lot of sediments here. No joke, guys. I canned yesterday, and I forgot to add vinegar to my water in my canner, and the jar, I have a video coming out this morning, this afternoon, of a canning video that I did yesterday. Spaghetti sauce. The can in it, I wiped it off so you can't see it, and I think I've wiped all the other ones off. But you can see a clear white ring around the entire jar from the sediments that we have in our water. Leaves powder on top. I don't know if I've got one. My jelly jars might have it, but you probably won't be able to see from the camera anyway. But anyway, so I'm fairly confident that it is not lack of water in our well. A couple months ago, my washer quit working. Paid extra because apparently we're not even far out, you guys. Like, we're an hour and a half from St. Louis, so we are not that far out in the boonies. But I had to pay extra to have someone come and service our washing machine. $125, I believe it was, roughly total, for them to tell me that I had sediments built up in my bottom of my hose where it goes into the washing machine. Good morning, PSB. Thanks for stopping in. So that was an expensive lesson learned. I now know to check my hoses for buildup first. So I've been reading about the water pumps, and you can get sediment buildups, and kind of along the same lines as my washer issue. So I am crossing my fingers that is all it is. The plumbers are hopefully going to be coming today to look at this. But yeah, and the well pump doesn't look that old. The well itself doesn't look that old. I don't know how old it is. But unfortunately, that is not something that we found out when we purchased the property. The people that we purchased the property from they inherited it. They did not live on the property, so I don't even know if they can answer that question. So yeah, so I am praying to God that this well issue is not our well, that it's just some sediments clogging up, causing our pressure not to stay. So yeah, it builds all the way up to pressure. Eventually we take a shower. Hey Jason, good morning. Just talking about some well issues that we are having and hoping that it is just a clog or a simple under a couple $100 fix. We're just not keeping our pressure. It'll build up and then go away and build back up and go away. Yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with here this morning. So let's, y'all, believe, send a little prayer, because like I said, if this is I'm almost like upset, but I'm trying not to be. If this is a well issue, to dig a new one, we're straight up screwed. So let's hope that it is just what I think it is on our pump. And my husband says that I'm a pessimist, but I'm not. It's not that I'm a pessimist. I want to talk about all of the possible outcomes. It just makes me feel better when I talk about all of our possible outcomes. But yeah, so anyway, what do you guys have planned for the week? Anything good? It's supposed to be in the 80s here starting tomorrow. I think today's supposed to get up to 67 and tomorrow 75 and climbing. But then I did look and I know a cold leak somewhere that's not letting air out. Yeah, we actually did have a well leak, Jason. We had a well leak. God, it was this summer. It was this past summer. We weren't getting any, it was bad. It was not like it is now. And yeah, we had a well leak. We had water all in the yard. It wasn't that far down. They came, they dug up, replaced the pipe, and the pipe was it had split. Like you could see in the rubber where it was just a slice. And again, that was another expensive lesson learned. Yeah, it was like $200 and some for them. What did I figure out it was? I want to say it was like close to $200. I figured it out just to, hey John, hey Mark, just to dig the hole. So yeah, so I could have and I almost did it. That's the type of person I am. I almost started digging, but I wasn't sure about it. But yeah, if I would have just continued on with my, hey, good morning, Beverly, with what I thought it was and with my inclinations, I would have been spot on. Now I know, I watched them, they showed me, I know how and where, as long as it's not obviously too far down for my digging expertise. But yeah, it was an expensive piece of rubber that day. So let's hope. Let's just hope. Let's just hope that it is nothing worse than a couple $100. So yeah, Jason, if you don't have to rewind it, we've been having the issue for a while, but it's just getting worse now. The pump builds pressure. It'll get all the way up. Good morning, Annette, or good evening. I guess it's good evening for you. The well pump builds the pressure, gets to where it needs to be. Y'all, hang on just a second. I'm sitting in the laundry room, and this is where our litter box is, and someone just decided to go to the bathroom. I've got to cover it up because she is horrible at covering it up. Oh, whew, I couldn't sit there and smell that. So yeah, so Jason, the well is getting up to pressure. Good morning, Shirley. How are you? You gotta love that smell. Horrible. So it's getting up to pressure where it should be. We use the water, but then it goes back down really quick to pressure. And then it's like, it takes a while, it takes a few minutes to get back up to pressure. But then it runs fine. And it's kind of like hey, good morning, Danny. it's kind of like a vicious circle. So like we will be in the shower full pressure. No, I mean full. It's not like we have, lost it, like it's like the pump's running dry. Full pressure, and then you can tell when the pressure is going away because the water goes away. And then a few minutes later, it's back at you. Same with the washer. Like when I'm using the wash machine, it's filling up fine, but then as soon as I lose pressure, and my washer is like a sensor, so then the pump loses pressure, quits filling the washing machine, and then the washing machine's not smart enough to like try to keep filling it after that happens. So then I have to come back, restart the washer, and cross my fingers it'll keep enough pressure. But like once the washer's filled after all that, it runs, it's fine. The pressure tank or the pump does fine throughout the rest of the cycle. So yeah, I'm, like I said, that's why I'm kind of confident. Well, I was pretty confident at the beginning of this live, and now I'm kind of confident that it is not an actual well issue, that it is a pump issue. I know our gauge, I don't know if you call it a gauge, the pressure gauge. Yeah, it's a pressure gauge. When these plumbers, these are the guys that have worked on this property. They actually worked on this property before we even bought it. So we got lucky that I called the same people who were familiar. Great guys, good old school boys. Now I forgot where I was going with this. Anyway, plumbers, yeah, plumbers coming. Hopefully we fix it. Hopefully it's not. Hey, T-Vlog, good morning. Thank you guys all for stopping in. The tank, so the tank doesn't look that old, Jason. Oh, the valve, that's what I was saying, the pressure valve. The gauge, yes, the gauge. I don't know if the, I don't know, really, Jason. I just know that they told me that the tank was in great shape, and the pressure gauge we would need replace, that we should replace it. It's looking pretty, I don't know if you guys will be able to see. It's probably gonna be blurry. Okay, so here's our tank. And yes, we have not finished renovating this room. This is our tank right here. Big old tank, okay? So here, I don't know if you guys are gonna see this. Here is our ancient vintage pressure gauge. See, it's up where normal pressure is for this tank right now. We're at normal pressure. So then I will go in and start using the water, and the pressure will slowly dwindle until there is no pressure at all. And then it just takes a while to build up. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Jason. I'm kind of hoping. And again, if I could be here by myself focusing, I know I could replace that on my own, because again, these guys were like, yeah, you just do this, just this. I Googled it. I've watched numerous YouTube videos, so I know I could probably do it, but we're not going to take that chance. I just don't have the time to focus on it right now. And we need water, like a steady flow of water. So we are hoping the plumbers can come today. I've called them a few times, like Thursday and Friday last week. I called them, but they were working on a job. And they're the type of people that are like, they don't make appointments. Like, it's rare to get an appointment around here, which it's really hard for me to get used to, because I'm like, appointment. What time do I got to be there? What time you coming? And they're like, yeah, just call me in the morning. Call me tomorrow. Call me and remind me. I'm like, okay. So they're usually pretty good, but I know they were busy, and he actually broke his back a couple months ago. So yeah, I know I could do it. I just don't, like I said, I don't have the time to sit and focus on it. And my husband does not have the time. with his commute and working on our coop and everything else that we have going. Nightbot. So yeah, I have Nightbot. I went into Nightbot, but it would not, like, I couldn't figure out how to do any of the commands. Someone was in my live last time and said it would be nice to be able to drop their links. Um, I tried to figure that out too. I couldn't figure that out either. So I'm gonna probably have to enlist in some um, Belt Loop or Double Dog or someone to help me with that because I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. So yeah, so I will probably call the plumbers again. Um, Probably about 9 around here. People don't get moving until around 9. Oh, good morning, everyone coming in. I'm sorry if I missed you. And you guys have a clear shot of one of our litter boxes. So let's just turn it. So I should show you guys. So this pretty well this whole back area of our house, we have not done it. We've not renovated at all. Um, um, oh, thanks, Rebel. Yeah, I need to go in and add my mods. Hang on. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to go back in and figure this out. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. There you go, Rebel. Thank you. Knock on wood, I haven't had any issues with Nightbot spammers, but as soon as I say that, it happens. So this whole laundry room area, the living room here is actually still on subfloor. We're in the process of flooring this laundry room right now and painting it. But I just want to show you guys, you're going to be totally disgusted, okay? This is just one example of what this property looked like and when we purchased it. Now, we have not done a lot to the outside yet. We need to re-side it, and again, waiting on the hubby to have time to do this. So, seeing if the kitty cap is up. Oh, thanks, Shirley. I appreciate that. He may still be up. We'll see. I try not to talk too loud, so I'm hoping you guys can hear me good and keep it down so my loud mouth doesn't wake the little guy. Okay, it must have been the cat. He's not up. So, there was, we know for sure one smoker that lived here, the old lady that passed away. Don't know if her husband smoked, but it was very obvious by the oxygen things on the door, the smell. Even though it had been vacant for years, she had smoked so much in this house that even still now, we've been in here almost 2 years. Even still now everyone says I got a sniffer like a freaking drug dog because I can smell anything. So I'm not joking, guys. I thought I smelled cat pee the other day, and I did. I found it, and I went sniffing around the floor on my hands and knees because I knew I smelled it. I just couldn't figure out where it was, and I flipping found it. So, not sure if she smoked, or not sure if he smoked. The husband, we know she smoked. Had all the signs up. The smell, even when I come in here to this day, I can still smell it lingering. So I'm constantly, and I don't like that. Like hey, good morning, DJ. Not that I care about what people think because I don't, but at the same time, I don't want people thinking that that's our smell, if you know what I mean. I don't know how to explain it. So I'm constantly have candles burning. I have wax bars going, um, because until we get this, yes, we are working on that. And that's what I was going to say. I don't think until we get this whole house renovated that I'm going to get rid of it. So let me show you where I've been going with this on how bad the smoke stains, and the smoke was on every wall in here, in this entire house. Okay, I'm going to turn you guys up. Check that out. This is where we're painting. Look at that, you guys. Look how brown all of the walls and doors and everything in this house was. We're in the process of painting this room right now. But yeah, so, when you buy a fixer-upper, you do obviously have certain expectations. We knew we were going to have to paint, but holy heck, we have been using the top of the line, the best cover-upper, and it still is taking multiple coats. The living room here next to us, this is our extra room, living room. It's a drop ceiling, and I think we're just going to totally replace that. I'm going to YouTube it and figure out how to do that, but we are just probably going to replace the drop ceiling because that's silly to paint those. I mean, we could, I guess, I don't know. It's a drop ceiling. I don't know what we're going to do, if we're going to put in a new, replace just the tiles, or I have to look into that one further yet. But yeah, we're going to have to do something with that because this paint up here, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I guess it's better to have all this extra paint than to not have a ceiling at all and have to put in an entire new ceiling. So, give and you take, right? So did anybody in here have any of that bad weather that came through a couple days ago, days, when you're here in the house all day with the kids and you only leave maybe once a week, your days kind of just run together. But yeah, it was a couple days ago. It was actually like Friday, Saturday maybe. So now I'm kind of worried about the weather to come on this Friday and Saturday because we had, it was probably, hey, good morning, Tiffany. When the storms came through the other day, they weren't sure. Wow. Oh, here, I'll give a shout out this morning. I love this coffee mug. It's like an extra tall one. Rich Cat Ranch. Check her out. Kathy is super sweet. If you guys have not connected to her, check her out. Definitely. Okay, so enough talk about our renovations because it's starting to stress me out. I know, Jason. Did you guys get hit with that stuff after we did? So we are, let's see. So probably like 15 minutes east of us. So that's towards you, Jason. We're going to have, and I haven't heard the follow up on it yet, but on the news following the storm, it took the tops off of several buildings in Sullivan. And I just saw on an email this morning also that the farm where we purchase some of our meat from, they're 10 minutes, so even closer to us. They lost the roof to their entire barn. They had so much damage that it was sad. They had so much damage. They have to have their whole house resided, all kinds of stuff like that. So the national weather people or whatever said that on the news that the people were coming down to see if it was an actual tornado because of the damage. So knock on wood, we got lucky. And that's the same thing that happened last month, man. We were like in the pocket, like both times. Like you look on the radar and it'd be like a horseshoe. And there's us. And like we missed the bad stuff both times. So I hope it's, not coming, but not as bad as. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll have to go back and look at that. We only had quarter sized hail, was the biggest we saw, but it was coming at us sideways. It was so loud. I did a short video, but that didn't even tip on it. Like that was mild. I started recording after the worst stuff. That was so it was hitting the sides of our windows on our side of our house so hard. I was like, you guys, we gotta back away from the windows because I was afraid that the it was gonna break and shatter the glass. I'm like, guys, these are these are old windows. They even cracked like if my husband hit something with the mower the wrong way, it's rock because like I said, there's an old quarry behind us. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of rock underneath of us. Um, and just last summer, we chipped two of our back windows back here just with the mower. So I was freaking out. I was like, "Oh, you guys, we got to get away from the window that is coming in." And I would say this last storm was probably the scariest it's been in a while. I know a couple weeks ago the sirens went off too. Um, and it wasn't that bad, but yeah, exactly. Shutters, exactly. It wasn't as bad, but it was more um, green, more tornadic looking. And I was here during the day with my son by myself. So I did at that time go in and prep our laundry or our bathroom closet um, in case we needed to go in because we don't have a basement. We don't have a storm shelter. Um, Eventually, if we do remain on this property, I would like to install a storm shelter outside. And I'm not talking anything expensive. I'm talking your basic get in there so you don't die. No extras, just your basic, cheap, whatever I can do, whatever we can do. So the bathroom closet is our middle of our house. Um, and they're like, stay away from all your windows. Okay, well, our shower is we don't have a tub, it's a walk-in shower, but it's ceiling to floor glass, so it's like, all right. So anyway, I put stuff in there, you know, blanket, I forget what all I put in there. I think I even put like his fire hat to put on him in case I was just doing whatever I could. So yeah, so I do get a little freaked out, but it seems like, and I do remember from science class, the tornadoes and all that, the crossing when they hit bodies of water, hey, good morning, Joe. Thank you all for coming in. When stuff like that hits and crosses the bodies of water, it does change the structure of the storm and the path and all that. And rivers, like there's a river that runs right behind us, not even 5 miles away, just a few miles down the road. We have got another river the other direction. Um, we just have all this stuff that I think when the storms come, it kind of hits that and causes it at this area just to move, if that makes sense. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could just be talking out but that's just what it seems like. I'm no meteorologist, and yeah, but that's just kind of what it seems like. You never know. But that is what we are hoping to avoid this coming Friday and Saturday, because it is right now, Jason, right now it's 100% chance of thunderstorms all day Friday and part way Saturday. So you're going to probably have that Friday afternoon, probably into Saturday afternoon. But it is that time of year. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was my stomach and it was so loud. I wanted to say something in case you did hear it because it was very, very loud. Hey, good morning, Jamie. Thanks for coming in. I didn't really plan this. I'm trying to do mine on like Thursdays and Fridays, but at the same time, I'm trying to get my watch hours up. We finally have over 700 watch hours now, you guys. It finally rolled over this weekend. It like was sticking there. So we finally, thank you all who are on here now and who have been watching our stuff. But we finally got over 700 watch hours. So I am ready to get to 1,000 and then count down. And we only need 3 more thousand, you know? I'm not worried about that. I would love to get monetized, don't get me wrong, and I'm still gonna keep pushing for that and trying for that, but it's not the end of the world if we are not within that 365-day window. So, hey, yeah, Jamie, I know, right? Finally, it just creeps and creeps and creeps and creeps. But the problem is most of our friends have come from all of my cat shorts. So, you know, the cat short people probably aren't wanting to see how you bake a loaf of bread or see me plant something outside. I mean, they're not. So, yeah, I think that's just why we had a slow start with the watch hours. But like I said, I've said this before. I didn't plan on going out and being the cat lady with her shorts. It just kind of happened. It just kind of happened. And I just kind of went with it because in my book, I thought it would be silly not to. I mean, right? If something's working, you just got to keep going with it. So that's what I did. Thank you for dropping all these links, guys. I appreciate it. So, let me show you guys my floor. It's dirty now. I need to vacuum my floor. Love it. Love it. We're almost done with the floor. Hey, Devin. Good morning. Yeah, so we're almost done with the floor back here. Now my camera's crooked. Sorry, guys. We're about halfway done. I think we've got this half done. We just have to do the hard part where it's going to be putting it around the pump, the hot water heater, the washing machine. We've got to move. We've already done it underneath the dryer, but we'll have to move the washer. So, and I've got some more shelves over here, like back here, and they're packed full of boxes. It's actually all our daughter's stuff. I don't know how my 20-year-old has accumulated so much stuff. Well, I do know. I think she's moving out. I don't know when. But anyway, I guess I could say she is being responsible about this because she's planning ahead. But I'm not joking, guys. She's got the whole kitchen here. She's got 2 microwaves, dishes, you name it. She's got it. She is a apartment ready. So anyway, we have to move all of her stuff. So it's like we got to move all these boxes off the shelves and pull the shelves out. But eventually, I'm sure as everybody does, you have multiple projects going at one time. I really do need to learn to focus on one project until it's completed, then move on to the next one, and I might have better luck with finishing my projects because, yes, I am a person that has a lot of unfinished projects. Some of you guys might have figured that out already, but that's me, and that's okay. Learn how to focus. Right. Exactly, Jason, exactly. Hey, Rebecca, I'm probably gonna wait until like the 10-day forecast comes out after the storms on Friday and Saturday this week. So I'm looking at like next week, the week after, if that works for you, to do lunch. And then, yeah, do lunch, and then what we talked about on the phone, I'll have to come by. So let me know what you have going for the next couple weeks. I know you were looking at your calendar when we were on the phone the other day with your brother, and you guys had some stuff coming up. So just let me know what your schedule looks like for the next 2 weeks, Rebecca. And Colton and I will head your way. I think I'm going to stop with him. Well, I want to stop with him. I wanted to stop when we went up to see Wendy at Willoway Ranch, but we had just been in the car so long, and little man was cranky from playing outside all day with her son, and I just wanted to get home. But I would gonna try this time, Rebecca. I want to stop in Jeff City and stop at Central Dairy and get him ice cream and some of their milk. So that is what I'm going to try to do when I come see you, Rebecca, is Central Dairy. I've only been there twice, and they were both on field trips with my daughter when she was in grade school. Oh, thanks, Shirley. You were on top of it. Hey, Shirley, did you get my seeds that I sent you? I just want to double check because it seems like that week that I mailed out a bunch of stuff, um, people haven't gotten it yet, so I don't know if there was an issue. Um, I know Scott Brum, I had mailed him something. Gosh, it's been like see, you haven't got yours yet either. I mailed Scott something. It's been like a month ago. I mean, it wasn't anything that needed to go through. Hey, good morning, Destination Fun. It wasn't anything that needed to go through customs. It was just an envelope. It was just an envelope with a card and it had our sticker in it, and he still hasn't gotten that either. But Tiffany, she's in Canada. She got the seeds seeds that I sent her from her win on Owl's Live. Okay, yeah, keep me posted, Shirley. If you don't get it in the next couple days, let me know, and I'll send some more out again. Yeah, no kidding, Joe. Postage stinks. Although something I did realize, and I don't know if you all are aware, but if you have books or anything that can be flattened to even look like it's a book or a magazine or any media per se, it is cheaper to mail than if you just put something in a poly mailer and weighed it and shipped it. I just did my giveaway for the freezer collab, and I had the vintage cookbooks, and I put those in my poly mailers, went to the post office, told them they were media, and no joke, you guys, it was almost half the price to mail, because I have Pirate Ship, and then I was on the USPS website. I always do that to see which is cheaper, but no joke, guys, it was like $3 to $4 cheaper to mail it media mail. Now it was through the post office because Pirate Ship doesn't have the media mail option, so I was still, at this specific case, I was still paying more for postage through Pirate Ship. But yeah, who knows? This mail service, this is snail mail, I know for sure. But it was way cheaper to mail it media mail than it was regular mail. So just remember that, guys. They were just cookbooks. I just put them in the poly mailers and mailed them. And I think my most expensive one was $6 to mail, but it was going to California, and it was $4, like $4 and some change to mail one from Missouri to Tennessee. So there's an example. And Pirate Ship was charging me close to $8 for the same thing. So if you guys have anything that can be classified, and like I said, even look like it's a book, anything that's flat that you can put in there, just say it's a media mail, and you guys are going to save a lot on postage. But yes, Joe, I use Pirate Ship for everything because they're way, way cheaper. And also, what I did learn, hey, good morning, Peter. I actually think it was when I mailed Devin at Our New Land, when I mailed their stuff. My scale here was a little bit off, but when you mail through Pirate Ship, hey, good morning, Ontario Prepper. When you mail through Pirate Ship, if your shipping is off a little bit, or it needs to be adjusted, or there's an issue of any sorts, what they'll do, they'll just charge your account the difference, which, it's never that much. So what they did is hey, good morning, Carl. They just charged my card the couple, dollar, whatever price that I was off. and delivered the package. So if I would have sent it through the USPS, they either would have sent it back to me, not delivered it, it would have sat at the post office, or the poor people would have gotten the little card that said postage due, come pay this, and then you can have your package. So that's another plus with using Pirate Ship as well. Thank you, Rebel, for dropping everyone's links. I appreciate it. But as with everything, it has its pros and its cons. I'm sure at some point I will run into a con, but so far I've been pleased. I am doing well, Carl. How about yourself? How is the weather in Ireland this morning? Oh, Nightbot. Yeah, Joe, I did not do that this year. I'm starting. I didn't think about all of that for tax purposes when I started this. So um, I'm keeping all my receipts for everything. The good thing is, though, is like receipts that I haven't printed since January 1st on Pirate Ship, I can go back and reprint. So that's a plus. But yeah, I didn't even think about the YouTube and the tax and the connection and all that. But we'll do that for this next year. Oh my God, that was my stomach again. That was my stomach again. Yeah, see? The pump's fine. The pump's all geared up and ready to go. So now as soon as I go in there and turn on my sink, hey, good morning, Katie. Make a supply run. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to get another notebook. I have so many notebooks. Now I just have to keep track of my multiple notebooks. Um, but I did yesterday. I actually rearranged, or I'm almost done rearranging this extra living room here. I have it was my dad's desk when he was growing up, but it's, 1940s, 50s, heavy. It's not anything fancy, but it's sturdy. I have his old desk, and so I moved it to try and I'm a furniture mover. Even growing up, I was the type of person that would rearrange my room like once a week. But I rearranged it and flip-flopped it a little bit. So eventually, and by the weekend, I'll have it to where I can have my laptop, my daughter's laptop, I should say, till I reset mine. That's a whole nother story. Have my daughter's laptop set up on the desk because it's currently on our kitchen table, and I cannot do this in the kitchen this early in the morning because I'm loud and my voice echoes to my son's room, and he gets up. He's such a sneaky little sneaker. He can even hear me. Hey, good morning, Chef. Good morning, Sherman. He can even hear me when I'm just right in here in the living room. I guess the way it echoes. And who knows, he may hear me now, but he woke up just a little bit ago, about an hour ago, right before I came on, and I put him back to bed. He got tangled up in his covers, so that's why he woke up. But so we'll see. So eventually I'll be able to sit in there at the desk and have my laptop and have my phone going and make this much more of a smoother process, I guess you could say. And then once I get my StreamYard and my Nightbot figured out, then I will be golden. Oh, thanks, Jason. Thanks for coming in. Peace. Oh, look at you, Tiffany climbing. You guys hear the cats over here? They're fighting, playing around. They're just playing, but they're hissers. Oh, cats. And I still have not found the kittens. I keep walking the yard and I have not seen or heard the kittens. So, hopefully, hopefully she at some point brings them around for us to see or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. She has been bringing baby daddy. I don't know if I told you guys that. So I have noticed she was hanging out with this black and gray cat. And yesterday morning, walking through here, something caught my peripheral, and I looked out the back window, and there was a boyfriend just sitting there. So I'm pretty sure it's the dad of the kittens. He was just sitting there chillaxing on our, oh, Rebecca, you're fine. Thank you for stopping in, on our back porch. And then a little bit later, he was eating out of the food bowl. That's totally fine. But I want to see those kittens. I want to make sure they're okay, because if he is the daddy, you guys, those are going to be such cute kittens. Those are going to be super cute. Sorry, I'm trying to catch all of these comments. And see, that's another thing. Once I have the laptop set up, this will be not a problem. My only problem will be being too loud out there and waking my son. But with it being, hey, Carmen, thanks for coming in, everybody. With it being warmer, today was just cold. It's like 42 outside. And I tried to go outside this morning. I even had my coat on. I had my hood on, and I was like, I'm shivering. There's just no way I'm going to be able to sit out here for an hour and talk. So that's another reason why we're in the laundry room. Sleepy kid, cold outside. But my plan is to do these lives Thursdays or Fridays, or even both days, probably until we, and then pop-ups like today, anything to keep us going on those watch hours. But I plan to do these outside, either on our back porch, front porch, in the garden, wherever, once it's nice. So then he can sleep in. Y'all don't have to look at this beautiful scenery behind me. I know it's great, but it would be much better just to be outside. So definitely Thursday, Friday. I haven't figured out which day yet this week. But keep an eye out for it, because the weather is going to be close to 80. Actually, I lied. Friday, I already said that. Friday is supposed to storm. So Thursday, I'm going to shoot for Thursday morning. Katie, I just rolled over 700. Finally. I just rolled over 700. So I need like over 3,000 more. Not even close. Not even close. But doing more lives, I know that's going to help. And then I need to, hey, Twin Brooke, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. I'm going to start trying to go on the live shares. I think I got that figured out. The problem with that is most of the live shares, I guess, like, you could, I don't know how to say this, I guess live shares that I could be a part of, does that make sense? Like the people I know that do the live shares, I guess, are all during times where I can't do this right now because I've got the little guy. I guess I'll have to just like try it, even if it's only for like 10-15 minutes. But then it seems like, I don't want to get everybody in my live doing it and then have to leave 15 minutes later, and then I thought about paying for StreamYard until we get monetized. But yeah, I'm not sure. Good morning, Outdoor Eagle. You only need it, Katie. You only need 1,000 watch hours, and then you just need friends. Yeah, see, like it. Oh, see, I didn't want to be rude and do that, Shirley. But like, see, 6 o'clock. That's like right when my husband's walking through the door, and dinner. So a few times. Oh, I hear you, Ontario Prepper. And yeah, I had said it's not that big a deal, but it's kind of like, I'm definitely not in it for the money because there's not going to be any money in my dollar check or whatever that I may get. It's more so for me because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm left the workforce. I all that. It's kind of a reward for myself, I guess you could say. Um, but yeah, I don't care about the money or because anything that we would get is going to go right back with, like some equipment or anything to make it run better. But who know, there's a large channel um, that follows us and I follow them, and they have like over 40,000 subscribers, and they don't get their checks are like a couple dollars. So I'm not in it for that. I actually started this for documentation for my son, um, because we're not young parents like we were with my daughter. I was 23 when I had my daughter, and that was definitely not the case when I had my son. We thought we were about to have one move out, and we were scot free. Hey, this tourist, how are you? Thank you all for coming in. And yes, friends, Tiffany as well, friends, because everyone in here and everyone on YouTube, I don't know if you know it or not, but y'all are my friends. Y'all are the only friends I have. Yes, it's total fact. You guys are my friends. Um, so yeah, it's just, more of a self reward, but it would be nice. And I think that's part of, I'm very, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, Ontario. Hey, what if you get some free stuff about it? I mean, hey, right? Yes, I agree, Katie. I agree. I know, and I see all these other channels like reviewing products and blah blah blah, and I reached out to a couple and was pretty much told, no, you're too small. We're not touching you. And the funny thing is I'm not going to say what company, but one of the companies that I reached out to because I saw another channel that I'm subscribed to promoting their item. The company had sent them, um, and it's not a tool, had sent them a product to try. Um, and then when I reached out to them, and I'm not butthurt, my feelings aren't hurt or anything, not upset about it. She's kind of like, okay, well, whatever. They pretty much, we only touch channels that are over 3,000 subscribers over this. And then you're like, okay, well, do I really want to even exactly, Shirley? Every company that I've reached out to, I get told I'm too small, um, or I don't even hear back from them. One of the two. That's how it goes. But yeah, so this company pretty much told me that um, I was too small of a channel for them to do this, and they just kept going blah 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 because these are our typical requirements. Do you meet this? Then please contact us back. Well, I didn't meet this. Yeah, you should definitely consider that. Definitely. Yeah, see the Saker Saw, um, they never responded back to me, Tiffany. Never heard back from them. So thank you to Jason. He is going to send me one. That is awesome. Exactly, $80 solar lights. Now I did have oh, back to that company. So after the company gave me that response, like, oh, da 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 da, we're not gonna, you're too small. hey, Amanda, thanks for coming in. Then I'm kind of like, well, I know that's not true because I've seen this on other stations. At that point, I'm like, okay, well, I don't even want to test your product because right clearly there you're lying to me. So I just let that one go and whatever. I did have a company that sells their product on Amazon, and either today or tomorrow I got to get that video done, but I'm trying to do it outside because it's garden tools. So they sent me an email, and at first I thought it was uh, just like I'm sure everybody does when you guys get these emails, a bogus email. Um, but they were like, we want to send you this. No. So means this was my first one. Of course, I'm like, I looked into them. Of course, I didn't just, hey, yeah, here's my address. I went and researched them and all that. Um, Long story short, they sent me their product, and I'm going to do a review because it was great. It was garden tools. Um, the only downfall, well, you stay tuned for the video. How about that? You gotta stay tuned for the video. I'm not going to tell you now because then you're not going to watch my video. But anyway, so I did do one, and that was just fairly recent. I just got it in the mail last week. But other than that, yeah, I would love to do some, but anybody who I have reached out to has not gotten back to me or they don't want me to do it. And I will be doing a product review. So again, stay tuned. This is a product review for another channel. So this channel, they have awesome products, great stuff. So stay tuned for that. Also, hey, good morning, Mark. I still have to do your shout out video for your shirts. I bought one of those shirts and was gonna do a shout out video. If you're listening, Mark, and can reply, did I hear you say the other day that it was the 20th of this month was the cutoff for ordering those shirts? Comment below, let me know so I can say that in my video but yeah, you guys, if you have not bought one of those shirts for Mark's channel, and Rebel, are you still in here, or anybody who can drop links if salsa. Yeah, that would see. I don't understand, Joe. It kind of. I really don't think there's a rhyme or reason to it. Hey, Chuck, Linda. Well, Tiffany, if you've got stuff to cut, I would do it. It's only. I mean, it's more footage for you and another video. So I would definitely try that. But yeah, stay tuned for a product review for yes. Oh my gosh. My mind's blank now, guys. Mark at Little Ridge Farm. Yes, sorry. Mark at Little Ridge Farm. If you guys somebody could drop his link, that would be awesome. They have shirts that they are selling for the fundraiser to help rebuild. Do you approach these companies? I approach these companies, Astute Tourists. I have a professional email template that I have created, and I pull out my corporate professional old self and I send them the email. The only one that I had approached me was the one that I just bought, or didn't buy, but just got the garden tools from. So let me see. I don't even know if I can find Mark. I think it's in the dirty clothes, but I think I might have it. Oh, I do have it here. Okay, so I love this. Oh no, wait a minute. That's a sheet. So I'm a little bit behind on my laundry because of our water issue. Okay, well, I can't find it. So anyway, thanks, Rebel. Oh, thanks, Shirley. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna probably do that, a quick little short video today for the shirt. But you guys, it's super cute. I love white shirts. Not so much to wear plain white shirts, but like in the wintertime and stuff, I don't know, I'm weird. I like to have a white shirt on underneath of like my sweatshirts and stuff, and sweaters. So it's a white shirt. The shirt is soft. It's great quality. And then they screen printed the front of it. And so it's not anything, it's not a, stuff that's going to rub off or peel off. So great quality. And it's, guys, it's only, I'm not going to do the laundry now because we're having issues with our well pump. So I have to actually call. I got to kind of wait till 9 o'clock to call them. So, yeah. Yes. And Mark, they're great shirts. I love it. I actually thought about reaching out to her to see if what she'd charge me to do like a small batch of shirts for our channel. But I haven't got that far just because I don't have the extra cash right now, to get some channel shirts. Yeah, but Jamie, I have so much, and on my live the other day I was showing you guys. No, I do have a river down the road, so if I got in a bind to Outdoor Eagle, I could make it work. And they have big rocks there, so I know I could old school it and get my stuff clean if I had to. You're gonna go email them now, Tiffany. You're funny. Yeah, you guys, whoever got the email for the saw, like totally go do it because I really wish I would have gotten one. But like I said, that's okay because Jason at IL Kleinerman, and I know I always say the part wrong, and I'm sorry. He's actually mailing me one, so I'll still get to use it. But if they by chance reach out to me and want me to do another review or a review, well, not another review, but a review period, I will still take them up on that because I have no doubt that I'm going to wear out that little guy right away. I have Raquel. Good morning, Gail. Tons and tons of honeysuckle. Tons and tons of all of the honeysuckle that I've already cut with a handsaw in piles. And you can get this shirt. Oh, I didn't even know you could get it in colors. I didn't even see that option. Ha, that's funny, Mark. I didn't even see it in that option. I just thought it was, I just clicked size and, oh, thanks, Shirley. I appreciate it. I'm a hands-on person, so I may have some questions. Worst case scenario, you gotta talk to me while I do it. But I appreciate it. Thank you. It comes with black print only. Okay, I didn't know you could choose your print color, so mine's white with blue print. Is it supposed to be that way? Let me see if I can find it. Oops, sorry, I just shook you guys. I don't have that many light clothes to wash in a load, so that's why it's still dirty. Is this it? No, that's my daughter's white shirt. Well, guys, I was trying to show you. Oh, here it is. Yes, here it is. Okay, so thanks for stopping in, Outdoor Eagle. Okay, maybe this is black. Maybe I'm colorblind. It looks like, maybe it is black. I thought it was like a deep navy, Mark. Here's the shirt, guys. So they're $20. And that includes your shipping, so it's $20 flat, and that, like I said, includes your shipping. But this is like awesome. It's not gonna peel off. It is the Gildan. Is that how you guys say it? Gildan? I don't know, but yeah, it's super soft. I would still advise washing it just like any screen print shirt or shirt that has letterings on it inside out. Um, but yeah, great deal, great deal. Yeah, exactly. I totally think that's a reasonable price, especially with shipping included. Totally. And it's for a good cause. Yeah, you guys, I didn't mention this. I'll mention this in my video. All 100% of the proceeds go to Mark and his family. So that's another plus. Hey, Nick, good morning. Sorry I missed your premiere the other day. My little man woke up. Good morning, Danny. How are you on your hours? I had your live playlist running all weekend. Um, so comment and let me know, Danny, how you are on your hours, if you stuck finally, or um, if you need more. And I think I might have, I know I've ran 2 of your playlists. If you only have 2, then I've ran them both. But if you have more than 2, um, then I probably have more to run for you. Exactly, you get a shirt as well. Oh, awesome! You got to keep them up till approved. Okay, so I will um, look and I will run you some more. That way that sticks for you. It's silly. I mean, once you get your watch hours, like that should be it. Like you should hit your 4,000. Yes, congrats, Danny. It should stick. Like it's so silly that they take the stuff away, but yeah. And it's kind of funny because I was running it Friday night. I was up at like 3:30 in the morning and I'm, not awake. Go to the bathroom and I'm like, man, is there a who is talking? Yeah, it was you and your daughter. It was you and your daughter talking. So yes, I got woken up by Danny on Saturday morning. So Mark, how is everything going? I caught part of you on the live the other day. Gosh, whose live were you on yesterday? No, maybe it was, actually it was on Susan's live on the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. Um, hey Adrian, good morning. But I didn't catch where you were. I'll just go back and watch it. You don't have to answer. I'll go back and rewatch it. I was just going to ask like where you guys were at moving forward to the next step. Like were you are you close to having enough funds to make a large purchase, or to, you know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going with this, but you don't have to comment. I can go back and watch the video. Or I'm sure there's other videos and interviews out there where you have already answered this question multiple times, so I will not make you do it again. Oh, goodness. Hang on just a second, guys. I'm trying to... I might hear my little guy up. It might be a cat. Might be a cat. But we will see. All right, here we go. All right, so I know some of you guys just jumped on here. And there's explanations in the, to rewind it, of why I'm in the laundry room. But I didn't realize I was already on here over an hour. So I am going to probably jump off now because I've got to finish picking up this laundry room, and then I've got to get a hold of the plumbers so the plumbers can come out here and cross our fingers that it's not the well, that it's just the dial gauge, the pressure gauge. Because y'all, like I said at the beginning of this, if this is our well itself and we have to dig a new well, we're straight up screwed. We're straight up screwed because we don't have an extra 10, 15 grand. We don't have any of that to dig a whole new well. So, but I'm pretty confident that is not the issue. That it's just the vintage pressure dial gauge that's on there, but only time will tell. So I am going to tap out, get a hold of the plumber, and hopefully we have our water issue fixed and I can take a nice hot shower tonight without the water completely shutting off on me in the middle of my shower. So stay tuned. I've got lots of stuff coming out here this week. I have a video that is going to post today. I have a video that is going to post on the 18th. I don't even know if that's tomorrow, Wednesday, the 18th. And then I'm going to do my live outside on Thursday for sure because it's going to be nice before the storms come in on Friday. So, hey, Yellow Shirt Dad, I am just tapping out. But I will be back for sure on Thursday morning. I'm not exactly, because that gets me more time if I start it. I find if I start it later, then my son gets up, and anyway, you know how that goes. So, and hopefully we will not be in our laundry room / pantry on Thursday. But thank you guys all for tuning in. Stay tuned for the time that I will be live. I will be posting it for Thursday, and check out the videos that are coming today and tomorrow. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate all my moderators. Thank you, Rebel Canners, for dropping all the links. You guys, and Jamie, you guys are awesome. So, and yes, I just heard my son, so this is perfect timing. So y'all have a great day. Mama's in here, buddy.